Hello guys, this is Shruti from Ignite India. A very warm welcome to all of you. Today we are going to talk about situation test. So NIFT has announced its results and now we are looking forward to the next stage of NIFT exam, which is situation test. In this exam, what are they expecting from you? They basically want you to make 3D models based on the questions that they give to you. Now, you'll have different options to choose from when it comes to this exam, but you have to be sure about what you want to make before you start making that. You should know what 3D manipulation of material is, and you should be able to utilize the material given to you effectively in making those models. So, when it comes to this exam, knowing a little about different skills that you require, knowing about what kind of material you can experiment with, and finally using them all together to make such sample questions answers or models based on these questions is going to be beneficial to you. So in Ignite India, we will be helping you understand how to work on situation test along with our mentors who will help you understand these manipulation techniques better and also help you work with these materials. Why is this stage so important? Why do people focus on this stage so much? The reason is that this is one stage that can actually boost up your rank by a huge number. So what you don't know about right now is the marks that you have in the stage first, which was the CAT and GAT exam, because they don't reveal your marks if you passed or shortlisted for the next stage. So it is possible that you just barely managed to pass through, or you just got the bare minimum, which is the cutoff marks. So it is important you get more marks now so that you can boost up your rank by that many marks as much as you require to come up to a much lower number in your rank. Jute thread, tissue paper, then apart from that you are looking at thermocol sheets, cardboard, as well as sometimes they give you corrugated sheet. Apart from that, you can say there are other things that you use in crafts like your toothpicks, ice cream sticks. But remember that they are not going to give you a pack of toothpicks or a pack of ice cream sticks. They'll just give you 4 to 5 of them. So even when you're practicing, make sure that you're not practicing with a lot of toothpicks or a lot of ice cream sticks. You're working with just a few. And then you can expect other materials, which we will be showing you in the unboxing video also. This particular part of situation test, which is very, very important. So a lot of people make good models, they make beautiful models, but what they are bad at is explaining it. So one thing that you need to understand is that you are not going to be there to explain your model. The only thing that is going to speak for you is going to be your write-up. So the write-up has to be written in such a way that the person who's reading it gets an exact idea of how your model has to be looked at, what are the different parts of it, as well as if it is a working model, then how is it supposed to be operated. So when it comes to writing a write-up, there are certain things that you can keep in mind, there are certain things that you can do so that it stands out as well as it explains your concept very effectively. When it comes to the kind of questions that come in the exam, there are 3 major topics that they cover. One topic is going to be product design, second topic is going to be your space design, and the third topic is going to be concept-based design. So when it comes to product design, the product can be anything, ranging from your basic lifestyle products to an accessory like a hat or something like a handbag or even a shoe. And when it comes to lifestyle products, you can consider any kind of lifestyle product like a lamp or anything related to, let's say, automobiles or something, or a tool that is used by someone. Then when we come to the other part, which is the space design questions. Space design questions can be different kinds. You can get a direct space like an amusement park. You can get a space like a wedding scene, or you can get a scene related topic also. And apart from that, you can also make spaces for a particular reason, like your visual merchandising that you do for a particular product. So visual merchandising is basically making a kind of scenario for the product that the brand is showcasing. So you must have seen the window displays of different brands. That's pretty much what they require you to do in that kind of questions. Now, the third type of question that comes is going to be a little difficult for some people, because when it comes to poster design, that is easy to do in 2D version, which is the concept design. So when you are doing the concept design based 3D models, these questions are going to be something like something on the topic would be space, and you're supposed to make a 3D model on space. Or the topic could be something as fire, and then you're supposed to make a 3D model on that. Or it could be something related to a social issue like mother's love or dowry, etc. Why do you need personal guidance when it comes to situation test? When it comes to situation test, a lot of people have different kinds of skills, and coming together in a class where you are working with such material and you're looking at how to make those 3D models, looking at other people's experiences and seeing them make, learning from their mistakes and understanding what you can do better in the exam to improve is going to be one thing that will help you in this particular exam. Apart from that, the mentors are the people who are going to help you out in understanding what is your strength and where you are weak. So you can enhance your strengths more, and you can work on your weakness and you can improve at those. Apart from that, what you can also expect is guidance which is going to be particular to the individuals, and also you will be working on the creativity that will come when you start working on particular skills which are going to be taught to you by our mentors, who are going to guide you how to manipulate the material accordingly. How can you work with wire more effectively? How can you use different weaving techniques in paper itself? Or how can you use different kinds of braiding techniques? How to work with clay modeling? How different kinds of basic techniques you can use in clay? And also you would understand what different kinds of ways you can manipulate one particular material to go with another material, because in the exam you're not working single-handedly on one material, you're kind of combining a lot of different materials together. So if you try to, let's say, combine using clay with an OHP sheet, that might not work. So you need to know how to affix OHP sheet or how to affix clay in a model. If you have to use a lighter material with a heavier material, how does that work out in that particular 3D model? Some things to keep in mind when giving the situation test or when preparing for the situation test. Number one, do remember that even when you're practicing, you have to make sure that you are using the time limit that you will be getting in the exam. Because if you're taking too much time to make the models that you're practicing for, then in the exam also the same thing is going to happen. No matter what model you're making, make sure you write a write-up for that. Without a write-up, your model is going to be very weak because you are not going to be there to explain your model. So make sure whatever you're making, you have a good explanation for it in words. Apart from that, try to take a theme for every model that can possibly have a theme. So not for every model this will apply, but for most of the models, let's say you are designing a shoe and you are designing it for a floral theme. So even in the floral theme, you can try and explore more. You can go and you can explore it and say you are inspired from night blooms, or you're inspired from one particular kind of a flower like freesias. So that will help the examiner understand that you are a very creative person and you're trying to work with the creative process, you're trying to think about things a little more deeply. Then writing about the kind of customer you can have who's going to use this product is also going to be helpful. So try to understand that this is a design exam and you are designing these products. So make sure you are keeping all of this in mind when designing your products, and then you will be able to work pretty well in situation test. Thank you, and this will be all from my side. We will see you in the next videos.